The call came in at 6 p.m. on September 27, 2020, his voice tight with urgency. "My neighbor Ashley just ran to my house asking for help. She says her husband attacked her, so she shot him." When first responders arrived at the modest home, they found a scene that would haunt them. Douglas Benefield, 58, lay dying in his estranged wife's bedroom, blood pooling beneath his body. 2 gunshot wounds had torn through him, one to his leg, one to his arm, another to his chest. Investigators found a stray bullet on the floor, and 2 more lodged in the walls, silent witnesses to the violence that had unfolded. Despite desperate efforts by paramedics and medical staff, Douglas died that night, leaving behind a mystery wrapped in accusations of domestic violence, custody battles, and a marriage that had spiraled into something dark and deadly. Ashley Benefield, a 28-year-old former ballerina dubbed the Black Swan by media, admitted she pulled the trigger. But the why? That would take 4 years and a sensational trial to unravel. The forensic evidence painted a chilling picture. Douglas Benefield had his back to his wife when she opened fire on him, according to court documents. Ashley shot Doug in the back, claiming self-defense, although police investigations found no evidence to support her assertion. The trajectory of the bullets, the positioning of the body, the lack of defensive wounds, none of it supported Ashley's claims of an attack. Even more damning, the police noticed no injuries on Ashley that would suggest she had been in a physical altercation. On November 4, 2020, a warrant was issued for Ashley's arrest on charges of second-degree murder with a firearm. Prosecutors would later argue that this wasn't a case of self-defense. It was calculated murder. Prosecutors say she killed Doug Benefield so she would have sole custody of their daughter. According to the state's case, Ashley had made multiple accusations against Douglas throughout their troubled marriage. Claims of domestic violence, allegations that he had poisoned her tea while she was pregnant. Yet when these claims were examined in court, a judge found there was not a scintilla of evidence to support Ashley's version of events, as no charges were ever filed against Douglas. During her murder trial this year, Ashley Benefield offered hours of emotional testimony about the abuse she said she suffered at the hands of her estranged husband, and about what happened in the terrifying moments before she fatally shot Doug Benefield in an act she described as self-defense. But the jury saw through what prosecutors called a performance. In July 2024, after deliberating on 4 years of evidence, testimony, and tears, they found Ashley Benefield guilty, not of murder, but of the lesser charge of manslaughter. Justice delayed, not denied. A former ballerina who was convicted of manslaughter in what she claimed was the self-defense killing of her estranged husband was sentenced her to 20 years in prison, followed by 10 years of probation. At the sentencing hearing, Douglas's adult daughter from a previous marriage stood before the court with one haunting question. "Ashley, since the day you shot my father, I only have one question to ask you. Why?" It's a question that may never be fully answered. Was this a desperate mother trying to protect herself and her child, or a calculated killer who used the legal system's own protections against domestic violence as cover for murder? The Black Swan's final performance ended not with applause, but with the slam of a prison door. 20 years to contemplate whether the role she played was worth the price she paid. Sometimes the most dangerous predators are the ones who convince everyone else they're the prey.